Hello everyone. So I want to talk about some relationship things that are going on in the elite part of society known as Hollywood. And I need y'all to also activate your third eye as I speak about these three relationships. So we have Safaree and Erica Mena. Now y'all know Safaree has a single that's coming out November 6th. And he is also known as the stunt man. And I just see that, him and his wife, Erica, are pulling a stunt on us. See, he posted a picture of him next to a car, and his caption said Bachelor 2020, and I saw the caption, child, I ain't thought nothing of it. I just kept it moving. But other people was like, y'all getting divorced? Like, is there trouble in your marriage? Like, what's going on? So then he ended up changing the caption to 10:30 a.m. Friday word premiere, and he forgot the L in world and E in premiere, but we're not gonna go there. Okay. And so he ended up doing a follow-up post that said, I love my family. I never do that to them, blah, blah, blah. So, what Safaree did is he made everybody come look at his Instagram to see what was going on. And they also saw the fact that he had a single coming out. And then, Erica posted a picture of their child, which is, the baby is absolutely gorgeous. But at the same time, people was like, that's Rich Dollar's baby. Safaree, I see why you're mad. In the sequence of things, people just cutting up, and, Erica Mena and Safaree is doing whatever with their little Instagrams or whatnot. And child, I'm just like, guys, could you not see that he's trying to promote a single? We can't believe everything that's happening out here. I remember Trey Songz said he had C19, and I was like, okay, I know it's going around. And then all of a sudden, like, his album comes out, and I'm like, okay, I hope you didn't say that you had C19 to promote an album, because you never know these days. You don't want to put your head in negative space. However, I'm gonna leave that right there. I did not get Trey Songz' album or listen to it. I think I have brought or listened to about almost every Trey Songz album, but with this one, I don't know. I just wasn't moved to get it. But moving on, y'all. All right, so Lamar Odom and Sabrina Parr. Now, apparently they have broke off their engagement. And when Sabrina Parr and Lamar got together, I was like, okay, Sabrina Parr is going to help Lamar Odom stay sober. Because, Lamar Odom has had his battles with drugs. And I remember when he lost his best friend, which was quite devastating. But he's been through a lot throughout his years. And, although I'm looking at it like, okay, Sabrina Parr, you can be the one to help him stay on track. Lamar has to be able to help himself too, right? And trying to maintain a healthy and drug-free life. But it is very hard when, first of all, you don't have stable support systems in your life, and then you're not able to pick yourself up and help yourself and do the work as well. The process for getting help and sustaining your life and being healthy and all that wonderful stuff is hard when you can barely do it yourself. Imagine being like a hard and heavy alcoholic, and you have close friends and family that's in your life that says, hey, you got to get off the bottle, you got to stop doing this, and you're just like, okay, but you're unable to do it because you're so engulfed in drinking so much, so you can't even make rational decisions or pick yourself up to change. So here you have Lamar Odom is with Sabrina Parr, and he's having to do the work here, but I would imagine Sabrina should be working with him too, right? But she made a post on Instagram announcing the breakup, okay, that they're no longer engaged. So it reads, y'all know I'm honest and transparent, so I have to be the first to let y'all know that I am no longer with Lamar. This has been a difficult decision for me to make, but it is the best for myself and my children. Lamar has some things that he alone has to work through. I love him dearly, and I am no longer able to be by his side while he seeks the help he desperately needs. I wish him all the best, and I am asking that you pray for everyone involved. And then she put her Instagram name. And so I mentioned earlier about Lamar, doing the work to get himself together, and then Sabrina being there for, by his side. And so in terms of like preparing and entering into marriage, by being engaged. Like, we have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, it's for better or for worse. So, you know, I guess she was not even able to make it to the point of marriage and solidifying their union because she gave up so early. So I guess she wasn't going to be there for him for the worst portion, if that makes sense. I'm really hoping that, like, this wasn't an opportunity for her to elevate herself, you know, out here in, you know, in society, in these streets or whatever, because, you know, she ended up, you know, getting more followers and, you know, getting noticed more on social media. So, or maybe the relationship plain old didn't work out, or maybe this is something that they need to maybe work through. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe Lamar is back on the drugs and it's something that's beyond her and she cannot help him. It can be a variety of things, but I'm just praying that everything works out with them and that Lamar gets himself together. Like, with him dealing with, like, the Kardashians, that could have been a really big slump for him, man. His best friend passing away, really big slump. You know, issues with his children, really big slump for him. So I'm just hoping that, you know, they all get it together. But he does need a support system. He does need to be able to put in the effort to help himself, but that's going to be hard. All right, moving on, y'all. Lil Wayne and Denise Bidot. All right, so apparently they have split. And Denise, girl, maybe this is the best move for you. You know, because you and Lil Wayne have different political views and you cannot come to a common ground here. You know, you support Biden and Lil Wayne supports Trump, and it just didn't work out. You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, there are plenty of people that are getting divorced or they are breaking up because one person is for one candidate and the other person's for another candidate. You know, so because they don't see eye to eye, like, the relationship is over. And I can understand it being a deal breaker. You know, how can you love someone truly when the views are not there? You know, you might as well be having a cut buddy type of relationship and keeping it moving. You understand? So, girl, you ain't lost nothing. You ain't really lost nothing. Just, girl, keep it moving. I will say, and maybe I could be wrong, and thinking with two minds here, that maybe, you know, Lil Wayne didn't want to be with you in the first place. You know, and don't take it. I don't think she should even take it personal. She's still a worthy woman. She's still a beautiful woman. But, you know, in all actuality, I mean, even though there are people that are breaking up because of their political views, there are some people that find a way to work it out. You know, like, for instance, like, there's some people that, you know, they have two different religions and they find a way to work it out. There's some people that, you know, practice different religions and they can't come to a common grounds, and so they break up. So I wouldn't, if I was her, I wouldn't even worry about it. So I'm just hoping that Lil Wayne gets himself together in the meantime, because them dreads is hanging on for dear life, and we all know that. Now, I like the matted dreads that people have, like the ones where it's like sticking out. They've matted together and they're not twisting it anymore. I like it when it's kept. But when it's been Cloroxed and ran through and hanging on, like, we got a problem. I love me some nice dreads that are, you know, kept and twisted and laid. Like, I love it. I love those too. I love when Lil Wayne had his black dreads. His hair was full of dreads and it was nice and dark and full. But now, honey, it looked like he going through something. So, Denise, keep it pushing. And that is that. So, guys, I went over these 3 relationships. They all bam, bam, bam happening, like, at the same time, seems like. So I just wanted to lump it all together and just discuss it, guys. So let me know your thoughts on this foolishness. Again, at your third eye should be blinking, y'all, as to what's happening. Erica Mena and Safaree. Safaree got a single coming out. Lamar Odom and Sabrina Parr, like, who knows if she was trying to, like, get some fame off of Lamar? I don't know. Or maybe it's really something else. Lil Wayne and Denise Bidot. I guess with that, I guess they were not meant to be together. I mean, that's pretty general, but I don't know. All right, guys, leave your thoughts below. Take care.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's